Hey everybody, welcome to ThaxCast. Welcome to part 2 of the new D&D series we're running. If you haven't seen part 1, make sure you go back and watch that one. It's going to inform this episode. A couple notes real quick. One is that Tempest, due to time requirements, isn't going to be able to continue doing it. So Ember is going to take his spot, and it's going to be like nothing happened. It's a different person. It was the easiest way to do it for the moment. Also, sometimes you'll see players react to things that are happening in the game chat, in the Roll20 chat, and I realized that partway through this video, and so you'll see me make an adjustment so that you can read what we're reacting to, and that way you can also see some people's rolls and things like that. For the people that aren't rolling manual dice, you can see what they're rolling. Enjoy the episode, and welcome to Good Souls and Botched Rolls.
Oh, so another thing about dynamic lighting, which I'm not using it on this Oakhurst image, or if I was, I'd have it as global illumination. So what I will have to do for all of your tokens and characters, which is just fine, is I will give them sight, basically. So does anyone have dark vision? That'll be really nice to know.
I'm not sure if wood elves have it.
Something to check. I think what elves do, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure if all elves have it or if it's just specific ones. Let's see.
Should I drag my person onto the map, or are you going to have me join at a particular point?
We will just be switching you out with Eric accordingly. So, he was existing, now you exist.
Got it.
Just because there isn't enough, you guys haven't done enough stuff together for me to be able to create something that makes sense in a story perspective. So it's just as if all of a sudden the characters switch, which I think is just fine.
Looks like all elves have dark vision.
Perfect, that's what I thought.
What about a half-elves?
That is a different class, and so they have their own setup. And
Ember, if you look under your senses, it'll tell you if you have dark vision or not.
Well,
dark
D&D
vision, 60 feet.
Perfect.
There you go.
So if you're exploring a dungeon that doesn't have light in it, dark vision will be helpful. You'll be able to see in low light 60 feet. If you don't have dark vision, you get nothing. You just see a black screen in front of you. So it'll be important that you have a light source with you, or you're using something so you're allowed to see. Also, a couple of things with dynamic lighting is I'm giving everyone full benefits of this. So as you move your character around on the screen, it will light up the world around you accordingly. So that means if you move yourself around the entire map, you will just see everything in the map. So if you do that, I will take that away from you. Similarly, I have a couple other things that if you just take it for granted. So another one I can change is if I make it so if you move your character and you see light around you, I can take that away. It's just when you drop it, then it'll light up around you wherever you drop it. If you abuse that, then I'll restrict your movement. And then if you even then start messing with it or trying to move too quick, which I'll be pretty lenient with it. If you're moving around, I'll stop you guys accordingly. But if you're just trying to see things that get advantage on stuff, I'll turn exploration mode off, and so you'll have to map things out yourself. So don't do that. Otherwise, I think we're pretty good. So, yeah. If we get into any questions or anything like that, we can figure that out. Do I have any questions for any of the dynamic lighting stuff or anything like that so far?
I don't think so.
Cool. Alright, so now I'll go over what we did last week. Which was that your group came together under the contract of a merchant family not too far outside of Oakhurst. You then traveled to Oakhurst and traveled to every important place that I mentioned and just talked to basically everyone you possibly could. And then from that assumption, you felt that it would be important to look at these woodland creatures that have been attacking people at night. So you are going to then camp out at night, or at least go out at night and try to find some.
So the original plan was for us to go out all together and patrol as a group.
Yes.
Have we decided how we're going to manage sleep?
Okay, so if I remember right, elves don't need sleep. I don't know about half elves.
That is a good question. I don't have my roommate has my player handbook on me right now.
Storm into his room.
No,
Apparently they sleep as normal.
Okay.
Yeah, so just a regular 8 hours, not the meditation for 4. Okay.
So Theron could keep watch since he won't require sleep.
So get yourselves in a. I was gonna say, get yourselves in a formation that you'd be appropriately happy with for your camp out at night.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna leave you in the green square to make things easier.
Are we going counterclockwise so that I know where to put myself?
That is for the group to decide. Seems about right. All right, it seems like people have a method here. So I guess what's your guys' plan? Are you going to sleep and then at night go and look for these creatures, or just camp out and wait for the creatures to find you?
That's a good question. I was originally thinking actually patrolling.
Mm-hmm.
I would much rather catch them by surprise than the other way around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I'm all for. I just, I kind of want my beauty sleep. Plus,
all right.
I gotta write all the stacks of stuff.
Who doesn't have, this will be kind of important, who doesn't have dark vision?
Me.
I don't.
Okay. So you will need a light source if you want to be able to see anything.
I do have
At
torches.
Well, I have a torch, so.
Okay, cool. So you spend the night, you travel about a mile out and then kind of circle the town over the course of the night. I guess, are you guys stealthing at all? Just patrolling? What's your general kind of consensus here? And I'll make everyone can do a perception roll as well.
I would prefer to be stealthed as often as possible.
Well, I know you do. That doesn't mean the group wants to be.
I mean, I don't mind being visible as bait if I need to be.
Hey, you're good for something!
Can I patrol while flying? Seems reasonable to me.
Yeah, you can do that.
Because he has wings. Unlike our
Hell
rogue.
yeah, I do.
Oh, man.
Does anyone have traps or something? Should we try to lay down some?
I mean, I don't have traps per se, but I have pretty good survival, so maybe I could craft something if I had the materials.
I mean, you might be able to make a snare, but you would need some rope and some other types of stuff.
I have rope, and I guess it would probably take sticks or something.
Yeah. You can go ahead and make a survival roll and see if you can make a snare. Okay. And then everyone can do a perception roll as well, and see how you do on perception.
Okay, my survival...
I decided on the background after the last session for the character, and I thought Outlander would be good.
Okay.
And Outlander has traps. Or at least one hunting trap, yeah.
Sweet.
I could set that up.
So you have an 18, 2, 20. Remember, why is yours different? Is there something special?
I thought I just click it in D&D Beyond.
Oh, you did it Beyond?
Yeah, that just worked. All right, I didn't realize it would import it like that.
I didn't think it would either.
I guess I personally haven't tried to connect D&D Beyond and Roll20 together. Might be totally available to do, and I just didn't know that.
That's how I did our entire last session.
Okay.
I'm not sure why hers looks different, but I mean, it seems to be working identically.
Yeah, no, I can still read it and understand it.
Okay, so my perception was awful. It's a 5.
Oof.
Well, I would say that having it in Roll20 is going to be pretty helpful. All right. So, Larissa with your 20, and then Ember with your 18. You see, basically shadows in the distance running away from you, and around you, but they don't ever seem to get close enough for you to get any kind of view of them. As they're trying to keep their distance from you, is what you kind of get the sense of.
All right. Well, I definitely turn to my group and let them know what I see.
So it looks like there's people out there, but if we notice them, they don't want to be noticed.
Do you have an idea of how many?
It ranges between a couple to. I don't have anything. I don't know why I decided not to get my dice up here, but it's between 1 and 4 at a time.
Okay.
What do we need to make traps for the camp? Because I have a little kind of stash of odds and ends that might help.
What kind of traps do you have, Theron? Are they just bear traps, or is something different?
It just says hunting trap, so...
I would
guess
probably just go with a regular sized bear trap with that case. It's not like caltrops or anything like that.
Yep.
So do we want to head in the direction of the shadows?
Did they all come from the same direction, or did we notice them from multiple directions?
Multiple directions. So sometimes they were behind you, sometimes they were side of you. There was no pattern, besides the fact that they're observantly, well, I wouldn't even say observantly watching you. They just noticed you're there.
I'm pretty sure chasing after one would just leave us open to several behind us. I don't think we should chase them.
Agreed.
Hmm.
Okay. Do you want to try to call out to them? Just on the off chance that maybe it's a villager that's not wanting trouble? Or do we want to assume that they're baddies?
It seems suspicious for villagers, considering how they're moving.
And considering that they've all been pretty scared to go out at night.
Yeah.
So who do we have that's ranged? Well, I guess we have a ranger.
I would hope I'm ranged.
Right.
Way to go, Paladin!
Shut up. God damn it. Larissa. Tubuno, would you like to... You don't have dark vision, correct?
Nope.
Shit.
Oh, man.
I have a question, kind of out of character, not. What is the difference between a torch and a hooded lantern as far as what I can see and what others can see of me?
A hooded lantern, it depends on the light amount. So a torch is bright light 20 feet, dim 20 feet, I believe.
Sounds right.
Torch, D&D. And then a hooded lamp might be something similar, but it might just be, because torches work for an hour. Yep, as where a hooded lamp. Let's see what that's got.
So my duration is 6 hours, range 30-60.
Okay, yeah, so it's brighter, more intense, and then it uses oil as your, so you would use a pint of oil, or a flask. So it would actually, a torch would show less. And I guess it would show a pretty good amount to you if you were holding it.
Yeah, let's go with the ranger and his stick.
So I guess, it's up to you guys on how you want to plan on taking on these creatures in the woods that are staying away from you.
Did we have
How
an idea
far-
of how far out they are?
That's what I was just gonna ask.
With your perception, you're estimating, like, since you're just catching glimpses and shadows, even with dark vision, that means they're about always 60 to 70 feet away from you, if not farther.
Could we light one of Tuuno's arrows on fire and launch it towards it to see if we can get a better glimpse of them?
You could attempt that.
What are the chances of lighting this forest on fire?
Also decently impressive.
I suppose the paladin should have considered that.
Well, the druid is a nature person. Makes perfect sense.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I'm down for whatever. I think everyone should come to a consensus if we do decide on a hard and fast method of attack.
Do we have any spellcasters?
Yes. Druid is a spellcaster. That's it.
Oh, okay, I don't
We have
have
you.
the spell that I would be
I
thinking
mean,
of. Never
Paladins can cast spells, but usually not at level 1.
Yeah,
I was
don't
gonna
have
say if we
anything.
could like imbue some rocks or something with light and then like throw it into the woods, maybe. But...
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Larissa does have, what was it called?
Thaumaturgy?
Yeah, there we go. That one. We could use that to try to lure or scare. Larissa, you...
Ouch.
I mean, you guys do have access to a hunting trap, so you could put that down somewhere if you guys so choose to do so. But it may, you'd have to wait, obviously.
Yeah, and all of my thaumaturgy spells are pretty much designed to scare things away.
Can
So,
you do it
we could
behind
just
them where it scares
Jump
them?
up and, we'd have the paladin jump up and down, wave his arms. I wouldn't have to use a cantrip.
Well, could you use it on the other side of them to scare them towards us?
I really hate when you're right.
How much is the range of thaumaturgy?
30 feet.
Yeah, that seems unlikely that would work.
What if she sneaked closer?
What am I, bait?
Yes! You are sneaky bait.
You could attempt it.
I'll Rochambeau you for it. We both get to try and be sneaky.
I mean, you both could roll a d20. The lower of the two would have to do it.
All right, roll a d20.
We have a 10.
Ha, 12.
Ooh. Ooh.
Alright, do I have to at least roll a stealth check? Because I do have proficiency in stealth.
Yeah, you can roll
Actually, I
stealth
have
check.
expertise in stealth.
Yeah, you can roll a stealth check. Alright, so go ahead and move yourself about 30 or 40 feet ahead of the party. Or behind, whichever direction you feel is necessary.
So if I want to lay down the trap, do I need to do something on the...
Farther away. A little bit farther.
Well, the map ends this way and I can't go further. So otherwise I'm back into farmland.
Well, that's fine. So it's a representation of... I don't have an actual forest map. This is good. This is where I have you fine. And then I'll move you right here. So it's just representation of... this is farm. You guys, I didn't expect you to spend so much time trying to figure out what these creatures were. So I didn't prepare as for that, which is fine. This campaign's called the Sunless Citadels, not the woodland creatures near Oakhurst.
That's what you think.
Hold on 1 second. Let me copy something. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, Larissa.
I don't wanna.
You could just forfeit it. That's a performance check, not a perception check. Okay, cool. So you do see. I need you. You do see two objects moving towards you. They're about 30 feet out.
Great, so now just scare them towards you, and then run back to us.
So my dark vision is 60 feet. So they seem dim to me, correct?
Yeah, you see just dim objects moving towards you.
Do I have any way to make out what they are?
They look like moving trees.
Ember, do you have anything nature-wise that could interact
Before
with
you-
these people?
Hold on.
I don't have
Larissa's
any
thing needs to
spells
happen
yet.
first before you guys can react.
Okay.
What does their demeanor seem like? I mean, are they investigative? Do they look angry, or are they just kind of there?
They're moving towards you. You can't really tell their demeanor unless they were to get closer to you. Sad. Okay. Cool. Good to know. Good to know.
I would like to use my thaumaturgy cantrip to increase my voice to ask who goes there and what's their purpose.
Oh, as soon as you do that, they run away. And they disappear.
Well then.
Should we pursue?
I did my part. I say we put the tank in front.
You did, so you just hear like a big, loud, booming voice. I believe it's triple your normal voice. So they would have heard you behind you pretty good. And then, yeah, just they kind of disappear in the distance.
What the fuck was that?
Hey, do I look like a negotiator?
Isn't your charisma +4? Yeah, it seems like for this night at least, you were unable to come up with anything of like major value.
Okay, so
Well, we know they scare easily,
yes.
so that's a plus. I mean, send the big dumb oaf out and we'll be fine.
If we could find somewhere in the woods that's a dead end, we could also try and like corral them into it.
Oh, good point. Can we scout? Well, I guess we need to do that during the day.
Yeah.
So it's becoming more daytime. It's like dawn, basically.
Okay.
However, as is becoming dawn, you do notice someone approaching you. It's they introduce themselves as one of the shrine workers, and they hand you 2 scrolls. No, you didn't. And so they are scrolls of knock. For the purpose of when you get to the Sunless Citadel, this should help you on your adventure there.
What help in what way? What are these scrolls for?
So scrolls of knock are you should look up the spell knock. It is a spell that will deactivate physical or magical locks for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So if there's a locked door and you cast knock on it, as long as it's just one lock, it'll automatically unlock for you.
Well, thank you. What prompted this generous gift?
The townspeople were talking about if you're going to go and rescue people from the Sunless Citadel, we might just help you by allowing you to be able to unlock some spots or get to certain spots.
Could you also spare some potions of healing?
Unfortunately, we can't do that. Nox is as good as we can get. Was as much as the shrine was willing to offer.
Fair enough. We appreciate your gift.
Yeah.
Did these come just from the shrine, or was that sketchy guard involved?
Just the shrine.
I didn't like the way he looked at me.
Just the shrine. They make peace with you, so then they head back to the shrine. They kind of like take their stance and head back.
Okay, so I really don't think there's much to do in the town at this point. It's like, if we want to take care of these creatures, we just need to scout and find an area that's going to be best for setting up a trap for them. So is that what we want to do? Since it's daytime, do we want to kind of split up and search the area?
Sounds like a good idea.
We should probably kind of sit down and think about what we need to craft some traps, even if like makeshift ones, just something to alert us with the stuff we have, and then see if they have any other stuff at the general store.
Yeah, like if the creatures we saw at the night are the same ones that have been attacking the town, then why were they so scared of us and not attacking us? Like, why did they just run away?
Yeah, I'm thinking we really need more alarm traps and less like, hey, you trip it and you'll get stabbed in the face kind of traps. I leave those for Thax.
So what kind of materials would we need for something to alert?
You could make a tripwire trap that has bells attached to it. Anything that your imagination can come up with, you can try to attempt to make. You just kind of have to discuss it. I'll assess its difficulty in making, set a DC for it, and then you'll roll a survival check to make it.
Okay, Larissa's got a bell.
I have 50 feet of rope, string, which does not give me a length. 50 feet of rope, string, a bell, and ball bearings. Up to 1,000 that we can use.
I feel like string would be harder for them to see.
Yes. So we can make a trap with a string and a bell.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Depending on the length, which I'm going to try and look up, the rope may be easier to come by, and we could hide it under leaves and things so that if they just step on it, it will pull. And it, like I said, it depends on how valuable string is versus rope.
Okay, that's fair. I just assumed string would be less valuable.
And fishing line would also be a good option if this happens to be a fishing village.
You were not very close to water.
Oh, damn.
There's a well, but like beyond fishing, not very close.
Okay. So yeah, let's try to make a trap with how much rope?
I have 50 feet.
I also have 50 feet of rope, so...
I think we all do.
Yeah. But how much of that do we want to use for this particular trap?
How big do we want the circle, fearless leader?
I never said I was a leader. I'm just the big guy.
Yeah, you're the meat shield.
I guess there could be like maybe 4 traps in total, like put them around the whole camp.
That would make a 25-foot square.
Okay, and I only have, according to this, 10 feet of string.
Okay, so rope is
So
definitely
50 feet of rope versus 10 feet of string.
Yeah, so we'll definitely need to use
Definitely
rope. Okay, so let's use some rope. If we've all got enough rope, let's set up a rope trap with a bell and get that set up around the camp.
Yep, sounds good to me.
And I have... What would this be, survival?
Yeah, if you were going to make something, you could make it with a survival check.
I have +3 survival if anybody has better.
So you're going to attempt to tie all of the traps to one bell? Is that what I'm hearing? Or, what's the,
I only have one bell.
Yes, you can. Yeah, only one bell.
If it's going to be too difficult to set up the one trap or one bell for that trap, we could also set up something to where the ball bearings make a noise, it pulls out, and the ball bearings hit like a plank of wood or something.
Secondary question, do I really need to keep track of all 1,000 ball bearings?
No.
And I mean, just a small handful of them per trap. So does anybody have better survival?
Mine's a +2.
I don't think mine's any better.
Alright, so +3. So you can go ahead and roll and see if you can make the traps accordingly.
22?
Yeah, that's very successful. So you actually have a green square that's 5 by 5 by chance. Or no, it's 4 by 4. Let me make it bigger if I can. Alright, 5 by 5 square. I'll move Larissa back in there. Alright, so that would be the green represents your trap area, basically.
Okay.
And it doesn't take you more than a couple hours to make the traps.
Haha, it takes you hours to put strings and a bell together.
It's a well-crafted trap with a 22, I would say. So you spent extra time making sure that there was leaves hiding everything. It should go off pretty well.
How do we get them to come as close, though? They haven't done that yet, right?
So they didn't while we were alert to them. Maybe we should fake sleeping.
Maybe you should sleep. I'll keep watch.
Do not feel comfortable with that statement.
Rude.
But that's what I think anyway. I think probably pretend to be sleeping or at least at rest, and see if that encourages them to come in. Maybe have a campfire in the middle.
You guys can organize yourselves how you would like to, and then the campfire would be 20 feet. It would it would be 30 and 60, basically 30 feet bright light, 60 feet dim light, just so.
Who in our group is like the most squishy?
Not me.
Probably Larissa.
Because we should keep them more like towards the center and out of the first line of fire if they do attack the camp.
My AC's 14.
Mine is 14 with 9 hit points.
Mine's 18.
And 13.
So it might be you.
Points.
It might be you, Ember.
Dang!
Druids. Well, one might think they're great for kind of being a little bit of a tank and stuff like that. Takes a couple levels to get there.
In the form of an animal.
Generally, spellcasters are pretty squishy. It's just pretty general. It isn't until you get mage armor, or at least in the druid's case, animal form, where you can really start having fun with that.
Okay.
If you go down the druid path of the sun, I think it is, you can as you level up, you can change your animal form to challenge 3 creatures. So you end up having some pretty cool, I'm a giant bear right now, or something like that. Cool. Okay, so is this how everyone wants to organize themselves?
Yeah, that puts the lower ACs either to the inside of the camp or towards the town, which is less likely to have attackers come.
Go ahead and everyone roll me a sleep performance. Because you are fake sleeping.
Any modifiers to this?
Performance. So whatever your performance is.
Okay.
Jeez, my dice hate me today.
11.
This might be the worst fake sleep ever for this group.
We just all nod off.
I'm sorry, my
Brilliant.
snoring isn't convincing enough for you.
It's a really loud snoring, apparently.
You just
Nah, you're good.
just laying on the ground going, "Oh, this is such a good sleep." Oh.
All right. So right here, yeah. Okay. So that's what I'll do. So at this point, the bells would go off. You would wake up, and you would see basically a tree-looking creature nearby. At that point, I'll have everyone roll initiative. Now let's see if this turn order works. Give me correct stuff.
So, question: we've got the perimeter set up, but we only have one bell.
No, you use ball bearings.
Yeah, we used ball bearings to indicate.
It worked, but it didn't give me your name. Why? I understand it still works, but all right.
Everyone remember to click on your token first if you're using some other external source.
He did.
My
Because I put it in
initiative.
the phone order. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, mine was a 4.
Thanks. Add 4. Okay, so then we will. All right, cool. I love that it didn't. Okay. Okay. It put everything in the turn order, but decided not to do it by numbers. It was close enough. Just put numbers wherever you want. That's unfortunate for them.
It fixed them online. It took a second, but then
I fixed them.
adjusted.
That was me moving them around. All right, cool. Thax, what's your dexterity modifier?
+1.
A 1?
Mhm.
Are you? I didn't quite hear you.
Yeah, it's a +1.
Can you roll for me? Oh, well, never mind. You're good. The enemy's got a 1 on their secondary roll. I think you rolled higher than that. All right. So the first person to respond is Ember.
Do they look like they're about to get attacked in a certain way?
They look very hostile and they want to attack you, and they want to go up and run and hit you with what looks like needle hands.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna try and slice those hands off.
Oh, you're using your scimitar? Yep, go ahead. You have to go up to 1, but yeah. Perfect.
Did my roll go through from beyond?
Did not. Try again, I guess. If it doesn't, just whatever it is, you can say it and I can go from there.
Alright, it said a 7.
7? Oh, there it is. Now it works.
Oh, nice, okay.
Okay, so it was a 6, and then if it did damage, it would be 7. But that misses. Anything else?
You can use your movement to run away and get behind us.
She could, but that would give her an opportunity of attack.
Oh, that's right. That's it.
I don't think there's really too much I can do.
Okay. So next, it's 2-0.
I'm going to attack the one that's in front of Ember with my bow.
Gotcha. That also misses.
Damn.
I recommend rolling better, please.
Alright, I'll be sure to tell my dice to roll better.
Get right on
Yeah.
that.
Anyone else? Or anything else? I mean, sorry, not anyone else. Anything else?
Nope, that's it for me.
Okay. Larissa.
Do I have any advantage to attacking to the one on the south side?
In this case, no, you don't. There's nothing advantage reasoning.
And can I even reach them?
You just gotta walk up to them or move. You have 30 feet of movement.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go with both of them with both daggers.
Explain that again. Are you gonna throw a dagger at them?
No, so I'm gonna go up to them and attack with both daggers.
Oh, okay. So you have to move your stealth character to one of them, whichever one you want to hit.
And if you want to give advantage, get to one side that someone could get on the other one.
I mean, yes, you could flank. That works. Yep, and then you have advantage, so you could roll twice. I'm gonna look something up really quickly.
Stupid rogue didn't even know about advantage.
Do you want me to roll again or roll for the second dagger? I'm not sure what's going on.
You're rolling again because you have advantage, meaning you're flanking, so you roll twice to take the higher of the two. Hold on. I'm just trying to figure out, does a rogue have dual weapon fighting? That's the only thing, or two weapon fighting. I'm trying to figure out. Because someone else was doing this too, and so your 14 is what you'll be going with. Because I was looking through the player handbook not too long ago, and I didn't see that a rogue could do that. Oh, okay. Yep, you can use two weapon fighting. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, so your one attack with your dagger does hit, and now you'll roll damage with that. And then you can then make as your bonus action, another attack with the other dagger.
Okay, so I just rolled a 20 for the first one.
Yep, and you hit. So now you can do damage for it, which is 1d4 plus either, in this case, dexterity or strength. Are you doing another attack, or are you doing damage?
I'm doing another attack.
Okay. Go ahead and roll again as you have advantage. That's why advantage is nice. Okay, and that second one hits. So now you can do both the damage now.
Yeah, see, without that advantage, you'd be stabbing yourself in the foot.
So damage for a damage for a dagger is 1d4 plus your strength or dexterity according. So you can just press the little on the actual chat screen. If you just press the dagger, the red button, it'll do damage for you.
That's what I did.
It rolled it again. So on the actual chat screen, not in your character sheet.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Just hit any two of them. It'll work. Yep. Oh, you don't have it set up. It just does. It's just 0 plus 2. So hold on. One second. Dagger is so your daggers are set up to just do 2 damage. So let me change that. 1d4 plus strength, and then 1d4. Okay, do the exact same thing. Just click the button, click the daggers again. It should roll correctly this time. There we go. 3 and 5. Okay, cool. So You slice it twice and kill it instantly.
Oh, very squishy.
Yeah. No, I said reduce it to 0, please. There we go. Next person is there.
Alright, so... Wait, is the closest one to me dead? Or...
Yes.
Okay.
It basically got slashed twice real good and fell over.
Well, I guess I could go rush at the other one and try to attack it.
Yep.
Can I move that far away?
Yes, you have up to 35 feet of movement in your character, so that's 7 squares.
Is this okay?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. And I'll use my great sword.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Okay. This is enjoyable for me. So you roll the 1. Make sure it's a proper 1 here. I think it is, yeah. Yeah. So you roll a 1. So, while using your great sword, while you were swiping, your accuracy wasn't great, and you ended up hitting Ember instead of the creature.
Why does this always happen to me?
So go ahead and roll damage as normal. Please.
So I click on the...
On that 5.
Yep. 10
Yeah.
damage.
Oh.
Damn.
I believe that is all of Ember's hit points. Thus, you knock her down.
In my last campaign, someone tried to free me from a magic carpet, and they ended up stabbing me in the leg with a dagger, and also shooting me with an arrow.
Yeah. Doing great. So that'll knock Ember down. So the next person, and you see this happen, and so next is Thax.
I mean, I guess we can try to help Ember after this thing is dead.
That is something you can do. Just as a remembrance, paladins do have lay on hands.
Which I can do after attacking, yeah?
Is it a bonus action? You can just click it and it'll say it.
No.
If you have it in your thing.
Hold on. Yeah, no, it's not. But I mean, if we kill it, since it's the only one left, right? I mean,
possibly, yeah. I'm giving you an option. I'm saying, and it does take 1 action, so it would be your fight action.
okay. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking run up and attack it, with the advantage. So I've got a much higher chance of hitting it.
Yep.
And since they're fairly squishy, hopefully that'll do enough damage. So I'm going to go ahead and use my battle axe.
So you get rolled twice, take the higher of the 2.
Okay, the first roll is a 7.
Okay.
Which, I mean, I guess that's 13.
13. That's what you needed to hit. That hits.
Okay, well, the second roll would have been 19. So, or sorry,
Oh, okay,
would have been
perfect.
21.
Okay, that does the 2.
And then a D8. And do I the bonus is only on the to hit, right? It's not
Yeah,
the
so
actual
proficiency
damage.
is only per hit. The actual damage is just your strength modifier in this case.
Okay,
Battle axe.
so it would be 4. That puts it at 9.
Okay, you also swipe it in half with
Sweet.
your battle axe. There was 1 creature, now there is 2 dead pieces of creature. So they're going to forfeit their turn. Ember, I will have you make a death save for me.
How do I do that?
So just roll a d20, and then it depends on where it lands. So a failure is 10 or less. Okay, that is a fail.
Ah!
You get 3. If you fail 3 in a row, then you die as a character.
Alright,
But
so do
something-
another one?
No. At this point, anyone else can react to this.
I was going to say, now that we're out of
Something.
combat, let me lay on hands because I don't think
Perfect.
we have any potions or anything. And even if we do,
No. You could also, so if a character goes down, you have a couple options. You can heal them, which is great. It's a good idea. You could also stabilize them. And stabilizing brings them to 0 hit points and is unconscious. They aren't dying, but they're not doing anything. Then they'll have to wait for a short rest to be finished, or at least an hour to go by before they can roll a hit die to gain health, or a long rest and gain all of their hit points back. And so you use Lay on Hands. You have the option of giving her all 5 of the hit points, or less or more, kind of up to you.
Okay, I want to go ahead and do the full 5.
Okay. And so now, Ember, you would have 5 hit points.
Alright, cool.
No matter how much damage you're taken in, so if you take 100 damage and you survive that, so even if you go down and you're not instantly killed, and you get any form of healing, you immediately go up to however much healing you got.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't matter if you're negative 30 or not. The flip side of that is, if you ever go negative your amount of hit points, you die on that moment. Or if a character, if your hit points are being reduced, your hit point maximum is being reduced by a certain creature. There are some creatures that do necrotic damage that reduce your hit point total. If your hit point total ever reaches 0 for any period of time, so hit point maximum gets reduced to 0, then you die as well.
Oof.
Without being like revivified or being brought from the dead some other way. So yes, you would now have 5 hit points. And so basically what you have in front of you is you have creatures that look like small trees. And they have on them basically like pine needles, except they're more wood and solid to their hand. And it looks like they were trying to swipe at you. And that was what was causing the needle-looking attacks on the other villagers.
Since they, it seems, at least anyway, that maybe those needles might be poisoned, could we collect them and analyze them?
Yeah, you can do that. You can make a perception check or investigation on the item itself. I would say investigation, probably.
Okay, well, if you're going with investigation, then it's a 15.
Okay, so you can pretty easily tell that there's nothing special. There's no liquid on the item. They are just wooden needles. There's no poison to them.
Okay. Can we search them and see if there's anything else on them? Or is
Sure,
it pretty
do that.
apparent just by looking?
It's pretty apparent that, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but it's pretty apparent that there's nothing on them besides that they look like like basically a small tree or a wooden shrub that is humanoid looking.
Okay, I vote we burn the bodies.
Sure.
I'm down for that.
That way there's no them coming back in the night kind of thing or whatever. I don't know the nature of these things.
That's reasonable.
Alright, so let's throw them into the campfire.
You throw them into the campfire and they burn as if a regular wood.
Huzzah! Okay, so what do you think? Just go report our findings to the mayor and or the priestess?
Yeah, the priestess didn't really seem to know anything about the attacks, so the mayor might be more interested in it.
Okay.
And the mayor might be able to offer a reward.
Also a good point.
Good point. Well, Larissa, you have better charisma than I do. Would you care to go talk to the mayor?
I suppose.
And while you do that, we can break down camp, retrieve all of our trap items and everything, and get ready to move on.
Yeah. So Larissa, you make your way down to the town hall, and you kind of talk. You ask to talk to the mayor, and it takes a couple minutes for the assistant and everything to kind of get going. But the mayor comes out. He says, "Hello again. How can I help you?"
So we camped outside of town, and we came across a few of your little spiky buddies.
Oh, did you?
They were not happy to see us, and in fact, attacked us as soon as we made camp.
Okay, that sounds about right to being attacked in the dark. Sounds like you were successful in defeating them.
A few. I'm pretty sure there are a lot more out there, and I'm not sure it's worth it to us to stay here.
I mean, that's probably a good recommendation. And if you feel like you don't want to be here, that's fine. I'm sure we can get help as needed from other people.
Do you think you can manage on your own? I mean, we are proven.
Are you? Do you have proof of these dead bodies and creatures that you killed? If you can't tell, but my face is real smug right now.
We can bring you some. It's a pretty gruesome sight, but if that's what you want, the little bastards are kind of ugly, and even worse so when they're dead.
I imagine so, but it would be important to see these creatures that have been attacking us as such. Maybe the priestess could take a look at them and give us more information on what she might think that might be.
Oh. We didn't think to keep any of the little bastards, but I suppose we can sit out there and hunt them another night and capture some for you, but only if it's in our best interest.
Are you saying you came into my office and said that you killed creatures, have no proof, and then are asking for a reward for killing more of creatures I have no proof of you killing? What do you take me for? A fool?
No. I came here telling you that I killed some things.
And I just have to believe you on your word?
Well, you can take me on my word, or you can take me on my blade. That's up to you. But
are you threatening me?
I personally killed one of the little fuckers, and now there are more out there. So I can meander about and let you deal with the rest, or I can help you and yours deal with the rest of them.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion. He doesn't seem very convinced. It's like, I think we'll be able to handle it on our own.
Alright, well, I'll let you do you. They really, really like the sounds of bells. So you should set up a lot of those.
I'll take your word for it. At this point, he leaves the audience or the conversation and heads back to go back on work.
Yeah, it seems charisma didn't come into that conversation whatsoever.
Well, I mean, I was planning to do it more, but there was a lot more, like, he was just making demands and not really, like, trying to persuade me. So I just used counterintelligence to see where the conversation would go. Not in his favor is what we found.
I have a question.
Yep.
If I had been in that situation trying to persuade you, and I tried to use the argument that if I carried like a monster through the streets, it would cause like an uproar.
You could then make a persuasion on that.
See, I was thinking that too. They're like, oh, would you really want to alert the citizens like that?
Yeah, then I would be like, that's a good logical argument to go for persuasion. But the way Larissa worded the argument didn't really help until that very last moment when it was persuasion. But at that point, it was already so much against the whole situation that it didn't help.
All right, so here we are at the camp, just waiting for Larissa.
Yeah. That is true. But they also sent the person with the highest charisma. Doesn't mean that they were able to make a great argument.
Okay, so Larissa, are you coming back to camp?
Kind of want to go and see if I can get more of that jerky.
You can jerk off later. Let's go.
What? It's right there!
Just think of all the loot in the Sunless Citadel versus all of the not so great loot in the store.
We needed rope, we needed string, we needed a bell. The general store is kind of the go-to place for your little addle brain shit to come up with.
You are taking too long. Let's go. And then I just sort of grab Larissa by the collar and drag her back to camp.
Perfect. So you break camp and all of your materials that you used for the traps are returned. So now you have sections of 25-foot feet of rope.
Wait, what the shit?
Oh, you notice that a rock has been thrown near you, but it missed.
I turn to look at Larissa and just give her a mean mug her.
Somebody's throwing stuff.
Do not test my patience, tiny woman.
It's a blossoming relationship.
Okay, so what do you guys say? Head out towards the Sunless Citadel?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Onward.
I mean, put everyone to a nice dark page for everyone. Take us a minute to set up here. Lido fearless money bags. The old road passes east and over a narrow ravine. The closest roads approach the cleft, several broken pillars just from the earth where the ravine widens. Two of the pillars stand straight, but mostly in sloped, top sloped earth. Gosh, okay. Others are broken, several have apparently fallen into the dark depths. A few similar pillars are placed on the opposite side of the ravine. A sturdy knotted rope is tied to one of the leaning pillars on the side of the ravine. So you look down and you see a landing platform. As you make your way down, I will give everyone vision. I don't know if I have to do this every time, but we will find out. Actually, what I can do with this one is, I believe I can just kind of... Yeah, here's what I'll do. Okay. Does that make it bright for everyone? Can everyone see now?
Can't see anything.
I am in the dark.
I have to give everyone vision, apparently. So, one person should be able to see.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, there we go. Just gotta... Changes.
This whole time, I have been keeping an eye on Larissa. Just making sure she's not
Good.
doing anything questionable.
Alright, can everyone see?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. I haven't used dynamic lighting, so I kind of know what's going on. We'll see how that works.
Okay, so basically we're seeing these stairs leading down.
A sandy ledge overlooks a subterranean gulf of darkness to the west. The ledge is wide but rough. Sand, rocky debris, and the bones of small animals cover it. A rough-hewn stairwell zigs and zags down the side of a ledge, descending into darkness. So after you reach to the bottom of it, at that point, the sun is no longer illuminating anything, and everything is dark unless you have torches or dark vision.
Okay. Can we do perception checks to the area, see if there's anything of use laying around?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, that's good. Perception is 1. So 20. Dirty 20.
Yeah. You see a bit of so you see an old campfire, and you see some debris over in kind of this direction. So you can tell that a group of adventurers had been here before, but nothing more than that. They scattered everything, basically, or grabbed everything from it. You going to investigate said debris?
Yeah. No. Well, does somebody else want to investigate said debris? My investigation is not the best.
Yeah, I'll investigate it.
Go ahead. 15? Okay. While investigating, that's not what I want to do. No. Yeah. 3 rats appear, and they attack you. Got them. So I'll have everyone roll initiative again. Got rid of the time. Hold on. Before you roll initiative... Oh. Hold on.
Sorry, I was excited.
Now roll initiative.
Oh, come on. I can't just take my 19.
No.
I'm gonna take it.
7.
You could hide behind Thax. I don't think you can attempt to crawl on top of him.
So I rolled, but it didn't add it to the...
Did you click your token before doing the initiative?
No.
Try clicking your token, then do initiative. See if that works. There it works. See, again, it doesn't valid. Was it right where I need it? Okay. This is so nice. I have so much room. I was doing an in-person campaign, and someone else was hosting it at their house. And so, I got as much room as the player did in terms of room for DMing stuff, so I had stuff on the floor behind me everywhere. So now I get my corner desk and everything else. Alright, giant rats. Alright, that's a much better roll. Alright. Did you know that giant rats can smell fear in Larissa? Good time. So I think you spell giant.
ROUSs.
Yeah, watch me roll an athletics check to jump on the big guy.
It's okay, Larissa. Frightened little woman, you can stand behind me.
What did you get, Thax?
7.
Cool.
Yeah, just because I'm behind you doesn't mean I won't stab you, you fat oaf.
2 and 0. What's your dexterity modifier?
+5.
Okay, so you go first. Cool. You rolled a 2? That's unfortunate.
Someone wouldn't take my 19.
Wait, you have a +5 to your dexterity?
Yep.
Or you only have a +3 to your initiative?
Your guess is as good as mine.
It should be...
Aha! I'm not the only one that messed up my character sheet. Yes!
2 and 0, your dexterity, it says that your dexterity is 16. So it's a +3. Oh, your saving throw is a 5.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
There we go. That makes sense. We're good. Got it. Okay.
I always look at the wrong numbers.
No, that's totally fine. That is just fine. So the first person to respond is Ember. You see a bunch of rats, and they scurry and try to attack.
Alright, I'm gonna try and attack the one right in front of me with my scimitar.
So you have to walk up to it and hit it. Yep.
Did that go through?
It did not.
Maybe I have to click my character. Well, I rolled a 3. I'm pretty sure I did not hit.
That does not hit.
You've been spending too much time with Thax. Swinging around like, oh, is it in yet?
Oof.
Do you have any damage cantrips at all?
I don't
Or spell-
have like any cantrips or spells set up.
Okay, that's fine.
It occurs to
Alright.
me that maybe Ember should not be on the front lines with 5 HP.
Oh, if you guys took a long rest, you would have full health. Did you guys take a long rest before you headed out?
I mean, I would have assumed so, but we didn't say it.
Oh crap.
I'll let you have full health for that. It's fine.
Okay.
For the future, though, and especially when we do these campaigns, most of the time you'll have to tell me you're taking a long rest. This one I can assume, just because you said you made camp and stuff.
And that also gives me my lay on hands back.
No. Oh, Larissa is next, by the way. I don't know why I pressed it twice again.
Sorry, I was typing something. So I am going to move to the side of the top rat.
Yep.
And attack with both daggers.
Got it. No advantage here, just straight up rolls.
Wait, so I roll the D20 to hit and then roll the dagger, right? Or do I roll the dagger twice?
So up to you. So you could roll the dagger, and then if it hits, then you'll press the dagger in the chat, that'll make them do damage. Then you can roll again and do the same thing, kind of however you want to do it. Or you can attack twice and then hit the daggers, putting damage. So that'll hit. So then if you want to, you can either roll another attack or do damage. Perfect. That'll do 5 damage. So you give it a good slash. That also hits. Okay, so that'll kill the
Sorry, I
kill the
didn't
giant
bring
rat.
that.
You stab it twice and then kill it. Next is the giant rat. This one's going to move up to you, and this one's going to move right here. Not because they can, they're both going to attack Ember.
Ah!
And they have advantage.
I hope you guys are ready to resuscitate me again.
Because it's been a long rest, also your lay on hand gone back to normal as well. So the first one got a 12. Does a 12 hit?
It does not.
Cool. The next one's going to attack you. And it got a 23, so that will hit. And that does 6 piercing damage. Next is Theron.
So I have a longbow, which I'm thinking about using, but I'm not sure if I got the stats of it correct to this
Let me look.
thingy.
Longbow, +4 to attack, which is not true. It is +5 to attack, actually. Don't roll it. Edit it. It is longbow uses dexterity, not strength. So
Okay.
I didn't save it apparently. Stop rolling it. Oh, I changed damage. Exactly.
Keep rolling until you get a 20.
I want it to be. There we go. Okay, there we go. So now you can roll it yourself, and that will actually count.
Okay.
Well, okay, so that does hit. If you are in combat and you have a weapon, so if she's using her longbow and she decides, you know what, I'm going to go up and use my greatsword now. It takes an action to switch weapons. Unless you have a bonus action that does that for you. So whenever you're doing that, it does take part of that. So longbow, nice. That hits. So go ahead and then click on the longbow to do damage. 11 damage. All right. You hit the rat right in the head with an arrow. Don't even. You're hitting the one in front of you, right?
Yep.
Okay, that one's dead. Next is 2-0.
Well, there's only one rat left, right?
Yep.
So I'll just attack it with my bow.
Got it. That misses.
Well, I guess I'm done.
Yep. Back.
Alright. Can I come over here?
Yeah, you can do that, and you'll have advantage.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to use my battle axe.
Stand there, look like a target.
It'd be 23.
That hits. Did you roll twice?
No, that was first roll.
Roll a second time, just in case you get a 20. Always roll twice, just in case you get a 20.
Alright, no, that would have been 13.
Okay, so take the higher of the two, 23 hits.
Six.
You basically like chop off its tail. It's still alive, but it's not feeling great. Ember, your turn.
Do I need to move up to attack here, or am I fine where
No.
I'm at?
You're within 5 feet of it, so you can hit it with a scimitar. That is a critical fail.
Oof.
So you do 6 slashing damage to Thax.
This group is just great at hurting each other.
You know, it's always it's group dynamic. Like, how does a group form together? It's by slashing and hitting each other. Next is going to be Larissa. There we go. That misses. You have advantage, so you can roll again. That will hit. Second, yeah. Go ahead and roll for advantage on the second one. Okay, so you only one attack hits. Now you just gotta do damage.
Wait, what?
So one attack hit, and so now you just click on the dagger and then it loses damage. Like in the chat. Perfect. You stab the rat to death. All the rats die, combat ends. I'll clear out the turn initiative right away, so I don't have to do that later. There we go. Alright. Yeah, we did less damage though. Alright, so combat goes quiet, and 2 people have taken damage.
Okay, I was distracted. Who took damage and how much?
Ember took damage from the rats. I believe it was 6 points of damage, and then you got hit with a scimitar.
Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot about that.
6 slashing damage as well.
Since we took a little bit of damage and there's this handy campfire nearby, do we want to take a short rest?
I'm definitely okay with that, since I think I only have like 3 hit points right now.
Yep, a short rest, you can expend a hit die, and so you basically will roll your hit die and then add your Constitution modifier, and you get that much health back. Depending on certain spellcasters, you also get spells back as well. Or certain abilities if it says after a short rest.
Where is the hit die on D&D Beyond?
I am not 100% sure. I know yours is a D10 as a druid.
And mine is a D10 as well.
Alright, I'll just roll a d10.
And then you'll add your Constitution modifier to it. Ooh, that's unfortunate.
My constitution modifier is +2.
All right, so you get 3 health.
So 4 for me.
Okay. And that's it. You don't get any more hit die until a long rest. Then you get the 1, and you get as many hit die as you have levels.
Hey, Thax, how many hit points you got left?
More than you.
Also, when you're expending hit die, you can expend as many as you want that you have in a short rest. So if you're level 10 character and you take a short rest, you can expend 10 hit dice if you feel like you need that many.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
Okay, so short rest goes well.
Yeah. Nothing interrupts you. Sorry. I guess that was my fault.
All right, what do you say? Want to head down?
Might as well.
Yeah.
I kind of not like to be attacked by rats again, I think.
Well, don't worry. With how my luck is going, I'm more likely to attack you.
Hey, at least you're hitting something.
Yeah. Not helpful. I mean, everyone hits Thax. I mean, that's what we do, but...
Resident whipping boy.
And I hope
Well-
you're not afraid of spiders.
I'm definitely not going first this time.
Okay, I will take the lead, and can I go ahead and start heading down?
Yeah.
Take it nice and slow.
So as you make your way down, a fortress emerges from the darkness, a subterranean citadel. Though impressive, it seems long forgotten. If the lightness windows crack Centralons, that's a word I can't say actually, and a leaning tower are any indication, all is quiet. Through a cold breeze blows from below, bringing it the scent of dust and a faint trace of rot.
Okay, so as the light begins to fade down these stairs,
Yep.
I'm going to light one of my torches.
Yes. I'm gonna say for just this campaign for right now, and just kind of for this, I'm not gonna worry about time of torch. So if you have a torch, you get to keep the torch as long as you have it.
Okay, sweet.
So, I'm gonna try something. We'll see if it works.
Okay.
So you have bright light from 20. I don't know if it'll keep that knowledge to a different. I assume it will, and then low light. There's not. Yeah. Okay. And then. Okay, we're gonna go. I'm gonna turn on night vision for people as well that have night vision. So you have night vision at 60 feet.
So I'm assuming that there's nothing on the stairs that I have to worry about, right?
Not at the moment, no.
Ominous.
Yeah, good luck, guinea pigs. I'm here.
2-0, you don't have, or do you have dark vision or no?
Nope. I have
Okay.
no extra senses at all.
Okay, cool. And so, good to know. Is your battle axe one or two-handed, by the way, Thax?
It's versatile.
Okay. So when you are holding a torch and you are using your battle axe, you can only use it as one-handed, just as a reminder.
Okay, and how does that affect the damage roll?
If it's a battle axe, I'll have to look it up. But I believe it's a D8 with one-handed, D10 two-handed.
Okay, the D8's what I've been doing, so that should stay the same.
Okay, I believe, but I might be wrong. I'll have to look it up real quick.
Actually, I think you are right, but I had planned on keeping it one-handed for the most part, so...
Yep. Actually, if I put you down first, I'll figure out if the light works. Did it work? Dynamic lighting. No! Great, I gotta redo it all. It's fine. I also didn't save changes. I think that might have been my bigger thing here. Save changes. All right, there we go. Now you should see a section of the thing. Okay, and so now I'll start putting everyone else around you and giving them low light stuff. Dynamic, has vision, night vision, 60 feet. Save changes.
Everything's black.
You still missed. So, Thax, as you're walking down the stairs and getting to the Citadel, a rock whizzes by your head.
I just turn and smack her upside the face. But lightly, not enough to do damage. Just be like, hey, knock it off.
Remember, we have all 5 characters here. I just gotta give you vision. Defeat, save changes. And then now I'm gonna check to make sure I did it right. Okay.
I
Cool.
do not understand
All right.
this hostility.
Okay, cool. The narrow steps empty into a small courtyard. Apparently the top of whatever was colnated,
Oh.
Crenellatet.
It's a big man.
Colnated battlement. Is this dark for you? It shouldn't be. You should have this.
Yeah, it's
No, it is.
also
I,
for me
dark for
also.
me.
I was too zoomed in. I had to zoom out to see where we were.
Oh,
I'm-
you guys are, you're in the far kind of corner.
I'm zoomed all the way out. I
Oh.
see nothing.
Okay, now I can see. Yeah.
2-0 doesn't see anything?
Nope.
Oh, I didn't give you vision. You have vision. You are allowed to see. There we go. Now you see yourself.
Yep.
Something I gotta get used to. The next campaign, which I'm also running on Sundays, I'll have to get used to that too, because they'll be doing a bunch of dungeon exploring.
Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for dropping by. Remember to hit that subscribe button so that you can get notifications when new episodes come out. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Leave your comments down below. Let us know what you think. Tune in next week for the next episode. And in the meantime, thanks for coming by. Be good to each other and have a good one.